System acquired. Setting a course for the Earth dimension.
Nice.
I can see now. Am I the father of the Hable?
What?
Get the other teleporter online before it's...
You're telling me if you had the option to right now go back in time and kill Hitler before he did all of his bad shit, you wouldn't do it? And I honestly have to sit there and be like, the world as we know it wouldn't exist, and I honest to God don't know if that world without Hitler would be better or worse than right now.
Yeah, it's like, I have thought about this many times, and 100% I would not do that. Hello everyone, this is Isaac, this is Taryn. Dang
This
it!
is Isaac.
And we are True Masters and Morons playing Doom. I don't know why I need to punch him. I'm pretty sure I can get where I need to go without it.
Don't...
Maybe I just can't I'll bet I just can't get the height to get to this.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
But we kind of got interrupted in our last conversation, and my failure of an intro sort of serves to illustrate the points I was making, so I think, Isaac, you had something you were about to say, though.
Just on the subject of it, like, it doesn't matter what you want to change.
That's just the one that people think of.
That's just the one like, people, like, think of, and
it's the obvious one of, like, no, really, this is an example of what is super terrible.
Yeah. Like, rip and tear. But... time travel is such a messy thing that unless you know exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're changing, and how it will change and affect everything, don't do it! Like, as cool as it is to fantasize about, to be able, like, oh yeah, man, I wanna go back in time. I wanna go back in time and correct that mistake I made when I was up on my first play on stage and I flubbed the final monologue. I wanna go and like hype myself up so that it doesn't happen or whatever. Whether it's something small like that or something huge like I was late to my own wedding. You know, it really doesn't matter because, you know, Lord knows what other things your minor or major changes are gonna happen. And the bigger the change you're going for, like killing Hitler, the more changes there are gonna be that you just don't have a way to calculate.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, I have some mistakes in my life that I would absolutely, I'm one of those who, you know, up on stage made a mistake kind of thing, and bigger, plenty, that
the wedding thing didn't happen though, since we should throw that one out there.
Sorry, yes. I have not been wed. I am unwed at this time. And I have never been late to any wedding that I've ever been associated with. You know, there were things that I'm like, man, I fantasize about going back in time and fixing and being like, oh man, I wish that had never happened. And yet, when I actually sit down and think about it, I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah. It's like that's the thing. I think. I think if I am any indication of normalness, the things we most want to go back and change are the things we really, really, really shouldn't.
Yeah, they're the things that. The bad things, like, there's plenty of good things, but those aren't the things we'd want to change. But the bad things are definitely what makes us who we are. The mistakes we made.
I mean, all of our choices do, but you don't want to change the good ones, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And so we don't think about that. We don't think about going and changing the fact that, you know, you went and asked that girl out and she said yes, and then you guys had a great relationship and everything worked out fine. You don't want to change that. That's a good thing.
Precisely.
You know, obviously the ones we think about are the bad ones, but those bad ones had just as much effect on making you who you are. And as long as you're not a shitty person right now, don't change anything. If you are, change it now.
Yeah, that is the thing. It's like, if you are, there's things you can do that it's not gonna, you know, you can make it up now, you know?
Yeah.
Start today.
It's like, if you acknowledge in this if for whatever fucking reason you acknowledge in this moment watching true masters and morons play Doom, that you are indeed a shitty person. Just don't. There are steps you can take to work on yourself, to make yourself not a shitty person. Oh. That would be the weirdest thing.
I love how funny that is to you.
That would be the weirdest thing to me. To have somebody be like, hey man, I realized while watching one of your videos that I was indeed a shitty person. And you changed my life around by telling me to stop being a shitty person. And I'm just like, that idea is hilarious to me. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, because I'm very much of the opinion I don't change people's lives. I barely entertain. That's it. Oh! Woo! Nice. Okay, and we had a lore on the con maker is what you picked up.
Yeah, we good to read that, you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
this
basically
is the wrong
done.
one.
Unless you have something more to say on the subject.
I mean, there is more I could say, but nothing that.
I mean, you're fighting. You can, so if you want to, you can.
Well, I know for me, when it comes to, like, if we're back up from the...
Yeah, sorry.
Back up from the more realistic and genuine, like, no, really, just if there's something you don't like about yourself, change it. I'm not saying that's easy. As someone who dislikes a lot of things about himself, it's not easy, but you probably know the steps. Yeah. And if you don't know the steps, they're probably not that hard to figure out, for the most part.
There's Google. Just Google.
Ooh,
sorry,
no. But, you know, ask something you trust, whether that's Google or a person or some people or whatever.
And if here's the thing, if you're going to ask a person, make sure that it's a person who actually knows what they're talking about. So, you know, a mental health professional.
Or someone who could direct you to, you know, that sort of situation. But
yeah. And we'll get back to the if you're any indication after this.
Con Maker. Every 10,000 years, the collective maker consciousness, known as the Singularity, births a Con Maker, a supreme being destiny-bound to lead all of Urdak until the next Con is born. The Singularity, which contains the conscious soul data for every maker that has ever lived and died, processes and refines this data as a means of selective evolution. As hierarch of the conscious neural matrix to which each maker is interconnected, it is physically impossible for a maker to refuse the collective order of shared consciousness and disobey the Con. This system has functioned without error since the creation of Urdak, until now. With the disappearance of the father, the makers are incapable of creating a successor to the Con lineage, allowing the existing Con to hold her claim to the throne indefinitely.
Okay.
And that explains why she doesn't want to die, but...
Yeah, but it also, yeah. It also explains why, like, she is... Like, it explains why she doesn't want to die, so why she's doing all this stuff, but also...
To get back to Earth, but you will need to reconfigure the teleporter rings to activate it. We must move quickly, for the icon of sin grows more powerful the longer it is on Earth.
Yes,
what
yes,
Prince of Persia? What Prince of Persia bullshit is this?
What do you mean?
Align the rings to make things correct. It is just very like that Prince of Persia style game of push the lever until you get where you want it to be puzzle.
Pull the lever.
Feel it. What is his name? What is his unofficial name from the books?
Oh, I have no idea. The prince?
No, it's Doomslayer.
Oh, I don't freaking know. It wasn't canon, I didn't care. That was a 20-minute video. I did not care about non-canon crap.
Oh, man.
There we go. Woo! Little baby maker. No, con maker. A baby con maker. That's...
Like, that's the... Yeah, no, that... Alright.
Song.
Oh, apparently it's John Kane. I remembered it being a much cooler name.
Yeah, that's not... There's more than one. That's not the name that I know you're thinking of, so... Anyway, so that name came up because
You just said pull the lever, and I was thinking pull the lever, whatever his name is.
Kronk.
Well, yeah, Kronk, but I was saying, like, pull the lever Doom Guy, but I didn't want to say Doom Guy. Also,
Nah,
can
I'm
I
with
just
you.
say, I love, so somebody tweeted at John Romero, I still want to know if Doom Guy's name is BJ Blazkowicz, Flynn Taggart, or John Kane. Flynn
That's
Taggart
what
is
it
the
is.
one
He's
I
a
was thinking of.
Blazkowicz. We don't know his real name.
But Flynn Taggart was the one I was thinking of. That's one of the novels. And John Romero,
You
who,
son of a bitch!
remember,
All right, let's
Taryn,
do this.
the organization. I think it was rockets, and then grenade, and then super shotgun. Or
Oh,
you
right,
could just
right.
be a boss.
It was not rockets. It was, hold on.
Or you could just keep being a badass. Like that works too.
This is how I did him the first time, and when it seemed easy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it's really hard to do when you're being assaulted, and his wolf makes that infinitely harder. But he didn't call up the wolf, so
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
But yeah, John Romero responds with, "Doom Guy's name is Doom Guy."
yeah.
Cause fuck you, Doom Guy's name is Doom Guy.
Yeah, that would have been my response.
Vega to activate the portal.
I will not. I will.
System acquired. Setting a course for the Earth dimension.
Nice.
I can see now. Am I the father, Dr. Hayden?
What?
Let's get the other teleporter rings aligned before it's too late. The gate must be reactivated. The longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
Yes, you keep saying that. So hold on. If Vega is actually the father and not just something capable of being a substitute,
That 100% proves, as far as I'm concerned,
that is
That-
100% confirmation that good old Sam.
is indeed
Where?
a maker.
Yeah, even if he's not that maker, he's a maker.
He's a maker. Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, 100%.
I understand now. Am I the father, Dr. Hayden? Like, that's such a... Wow. Alright, we were talking about,
Such
you.
a wow.
I just...
You know what, screw it. Get over here.
I got nothing, dude. That's all I had. I was just like, I don't... Side-swiped from to the nth degree, dude. Like, 100%.
I understand now, Doctor. Am I the How?
There.
Ahem.
Better.
I must get higher.
Yeah, that one, for sure. You can do, there you go.
Hello everyone, Editor Isaac here. Unfortunately, the rest of the video is unusable. We basically talked about time travel some more and how you shouldn't do it no matter how much you regret what you might have done in the past or what you want to stop from happening. And that's basically what it was. Unfortunately, I can't show you what we were doing. Nothing else important happened. We killed a bunch more demons and got to another spot where we actually stopped right before pushing the button. So that'll all be in next episode. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you want to see more of this or any of the Let's Play lore, etc., go ahead and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you to all of our patrons for your continued support. In the meantime, this has been Isaac of True Masters and Morons, signing off.